So today we have a solo gameplay running in the background of this video. I believe I dropped somewhere in the neighborhood of 7 kills, and we cleaned this thing up with a win at the very end. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Nick. Online I go by Stunlaw, some people call me Stunny, and I am, for the most part, a Call of Duty Warzone player, and have been now for the last few months. I would normally play multiplayer a lot. I know that's kind of what most people always did whenever a new Call of Duty came out. For me, the campaign never did it for me. Co-ops and zombies were kind of something that I liked to do, but never something that I really enjoyed or gave the game longevity or life beyond its first kind of playthrough. So, like most people, I was a multiplayer player, and when Warzone had first come out, it was a game mode that I didn't really like. I think I had a hard time getting used to everything because I hadn't ever played a traditional BR. I missed the Fortnite phase. I missed Apex. I missed a lot of these games that kind of came out more recently that were polished versions of Battle Royales. And it took me some time to kind of get used to it and understand what it is and why there's so much replay value in it. All that being said, I just want to go ahead and apologize in advance for the quality of this video. This is going to be my first upload to any social media, to any YouTube, to anything. So if the clips seem kind of jank, or the audio editing or the video editing is a little jank, forgive me. This is something that I want to try and get better at as time goes on. I want to try and master as much of this as I can going forward, and hopefully it'll, in result, turn into better videos and better entertainment or better value overall as time goes on. But for now, this is it. This is my first crack at it. This is going to be my first upload. So yeah, if anyone has any sort of criticism or any sort of feedback or input, programs to use, audio equipment to use, maybe a video that will teach me how to edit something a little bit more naturally that seems more organic, let me know. That's what I'm here for. I'm here to learn. I'm here to get better, and in turn, hopefully, maybe show how to maybe improve their game as well, because I know there's a lot of people that are still playing this game and that still want to try and get better. I'm obviously not the expert, but I want to say that the point of this channel is going to be to help grow with you guys, or with hopefully the community that we end up creating. We're not pros. I'm not a pro, but I would like to be able to compete in a way that it feels like I can compete with those people, or I can compete with people at a higher skill level by implementing strategy, by overall getting better at gunplay with that. So the better your strategy is, the better positions you're in, the better chances you have at winning gunfights and becoming more confident in your position and your gun skills. So I'm really hoping that over the course of this time, as we're doing this, you'll see like a great improvement, because I have gameplay where I'll drop like right here around 7 kills, which I think is kind of like on average for solo wins. I have games where I'll drop 15 kills. I've had a few games where I'll drop over 20 kills, and I've never dropped 30 kills. So that's what that's one thing that'll definitely take some time. And let's say that's probably going to be a let's say that's a milestone for us. If we drop 30 kills in a video, or if we drop 30 kills and a win in a video, that's going to be a huge milestone for me, and that'll definitely prove that this was all in some roundabout way a success, because we will eventually achieve that goal. I am super confident in that. I feel more confident every time I play, and with hopefully the advice from from you guys, from others, from people who watch the video and leave comments, I'm pretty confident we'll get there. I'll get there, and we'll hopefully be able to say that we've achieved that. So throughout this video, I'm going to be jumping in and out of the gameplay, trying to give some perspective on why I do things the way I do them. Granted, not all of them are going to be right, not all of them are going to be wrong, just kind of why I do things and the way I do them, while I kind of touch on a few topics that I was hoping to touch on this video. So right now, you could probably tell that when I dropped, I tend to drop in solos. If I'm feeling like I need a warm-up round, or I feel like I need a round where my aim is off, or I need maybe like a slower start, I'll drop somewhere like here, somewhere that's kind of on the edge of the map, not a lot of contracts or not a lot of things to go and do, just land, loot a little bit, kind of get the feel for everything. Generally speaking, there's a person or two that drop with you that give you something to kind of tackle while you're there. So we landed. I think we cleaned up two kills prior, crossed the road, and got this guy right here. Overall, not too shabby, considering that I was expecting this to be a pretty relaxed drop. If I pushed the pace, I probably could have got these kills earlier. But to have 3 kills in this area where there wasn't really a lot to do just goes to show that there's a lot of players that play this way. So here we're going to utilize this this man's stuff. We're just borrowing it. We're going to put it back after, but we kill this gentleman over here. We take his sniper rifle in a second, and we notice that there's another gentleman across the way who just bought a loadout. So this is a good opportunity to try sniping, something I'm not particularly good at, even on PC, which I thought would be kind of a huge improvement for me going from PlayStation to PC. But I make a few shots. Overall, they didn't feel natural. They didn't feel good. I think I just was fed these shots by the client. I don't think I earned these shots. These feel really choppy and really not great. But the strategy here was pick up a long distance weapon off that body, which it's being mindful of your surroundings, being mindful of who you killed, taking a few shots at distance, which puts me at very low risk, considering that the guy didn't even have a loadout at the time. We don't even know if he picked up his loadout. Take a few shots, and on the high end, we get the kill. On the low end, we miss all our shots, and maybe he gets away. Maybe he still follows the same path he's in because we've applied pressure. But the point is here is that using your surroundings to your advantage, picking up the weapons off a body that, even though you're not proficient in, doing something like that will help you, and this is why I did it. I believed it would help me in the long run. Even though I'm not good with a sniper, the only way I'm going to get better is by picking it up and using it in uncomfortable circumstances. Picking up a sniper and going into plunder, and then picking up a sniper and going onto a BR are 2 totally different feelings, and you'll see it right away. So here we're going to probably lay low for a round or so. You can probably already tell there's only 30 people left in the game. We're at around the 3rd circle, and it's kind of a low number of people still in the game, which is not uncommon in solos, and it just goes to show that to be consistent or to win games, sometimes you need to slow roll it and take advantage of certain positions. Right here, the reason why I parked it is I'm kind of familiar with this area. I know that a lot of people are going to rotate in and out from the hangars, from the buildings from behind me. There's a shop here, there's a car here. There's a lot of reasons to like this building. For me, there's multiple heights to it. There's a lot of windows, so you got angles from every direction. And I'm just kind of slow rolling this one until we kind of see where the final circle takes us. And yeah, we're going to clean up a few kills here, which goes to show that third partying in this building is good too, and hopefully lead us into a final circle that is advantageous. And that's it. We just took up high ground here, and we're going to just pick people off as they come by. A lot of cars driving around on the map. A lot of dudes fighting here in front of us, and we're just going to kind of clean up the kills. I want to set a goal for myself where I try and tackle 1 video a week. I think that's kind of manageable for me at the start while I kind of get the wheels turning, kind of understand how long it takes to edit a video, how long it takes to record videos, how long it takes to get to a place where you like something enough to put it out, because I feel like there's a lot of the times there's videos that I'll just delete because I don't like certain aspects of the game, even though they might be good games or might be good teachable moments or moments that we can kind of all pull from. Opportunity for criticism on my end too. So I think that's what I'm going to try and do, is set some sort of schedule for me to do 1 a week, to the point where when that feels natural, when that feels like something I can do consistently without fear of falling off that, I'll pull it up to 2 or I'll pull it up to 3 each time. And the way I think I'm going to be able to tackle that is by integrating kind of different types of videos. So this particular video, which I really like doing personally, is gameplay with some commentary. I'm not here to coach somebody to get better or to be better. I'm just here to provide some sort of gameplay and kind of give my perspective on why I think certain things worked or why certain things didn't work. And hopefully people can pull from that and improve upon their gameplay too.
I was so close.
Other types of videos I'd love to do is if somebody would
Almost
like to send
completed
in
one
their
more
gameplay
contract.
and they'd like to get a perspective on it, I would love to do it and I'd love to put it up. Just again, provide some sort of perspective and provide some sort of view on something that maybe you weren't thinking of or somebody else wasn't thinking of. I really want to try going after like high kill games. Right now, I play a lot to try and build up some wins. I have around 48 wins, I think, at the time of recording of this video. 48 wins. My KD is around 1.6, um, and I've been trying to improve those. And going after high kill games usually results in a lot of those stats kind of taking a backseat for a while. And it's something I wanted to try and get better at is winning games, taking it slow, not being reckless. Which sometimes when you get into that high kill game mode, phase or style, um, it requires you to kind of get yourself into situations that you're not totally comfortable in, and then figuring it out while you're in there. Want to try and get some gameplay of that, um, and maybe just some info videos talking a little bit about Cold War, talking a little bit about why I think the coming Warzone is going to be really really cool and fun, but at the same time really really scary, because this is a game a lot of us still play and a lot of us still love, but to provide some sort of a content dump all in one go, it usually doesn't result in a net positive feeling of the game. It usually changes too many things that cause people to think you ruined a game or broke a game. So I'd love to be able to kind of talk about that and kind of go into detail about stuff like that, what I think, because I feel like there's a lot of things I see, or a lot of things that I think that a lot of people either you know find that they see it the same way, or if they don't, again, it's a great opportunity to talk about it. Let me know in a comment. I'm hoping one day that I can maybe start streaming to some degree, because I feel like that's the best way to kind of do that, where I can interact with you guys in real time, or I can interact with people in real time and talk about things. Hey,
Almost beat this
you
guy.
sucked. That last
He
game you
had the
did this,
shotgun.
and that's the reason why you sucked, or you made this play. Why'd you do that? Right? Overall, kind of those types of things. Yeah, just some sort of a community, some sort of a group where we can all kind of like talk and just better ourselves. Really, we're all stuck inside for the most part. Playing games is one of those things that provides us some comfort, some security, and also it's nice to kind of keep your brain on point. Um, this game isn't just a game you kind of sit back and relax and not work hard or not try to win or have fun. Um, this game, requires strategy. This game requires
Oh shit.
good gun skill, and that comes with practice. That comes with hard work, and it's something that I want to try and get better at. Over the course of this period that we're in right now. So here you'll see we're coming up on the final circle, and we have 8 players left in the game. Our final circle is taking us to Superstore, which, if I'm being quite honest, I haven't had a lot of final circles take us to Superstore. So my assumption would be, in this particular situation, is get to the roof. That being said, I
Yeah.
am almost 1,000,000% sure that there's somebody already on the roof. So making a challenge for the roof at this moment right now is tough, because to access the roof, you kind of have to use the outside staircases or the outside sections on the opposite side of Superstore, or you got to use a zip line. And if you work this hard to kind of get to the end of the game, you position yourself in a way where you can, win your gun battles, and not put yourself in jeopardy. And to just kind of like roll the dice at the very end is kind of, to me, it would feel like a waste. So what I did was I took the only form of higher ground I could find in Superstore that isn't the roof. So this nook is optimal, at least for me. There's only one entrance, one exit. I only have a Simtex, so ideally, if I were to have my stuns and my claymores out with my restock class, this would have been optimal. I could just claymore the door, make sure no one comes in behind me, camp it out a little bit, use the heartbeat. Obviously, this late in the game, a heartbeat's almost unnecessary unless you're coming up against a guy that's like fresh from the gulag, in which case you should be beating them with or without a heartbeat. So heartbeat is something I got to stop pulling out so often, because I feel like it's a detriment to the game. I feel like I pull it out and find myself in situations where if I just kind of like was readying up or aiming as opposed to heartbeating, I would be in a better position. But We saw that guy kind of over there. The only two plays he has is push out right in front, which is probably the wrong play, and pushing through the doors that were to his right to my left. And it looks like with the gas pushing in, he ran out around the outside of the building. Here we're just going to play it slow, walk in with the gas. We assume that there's somebody on the roof. I'd be shocked if there wasn't. We're going to assume that the other two people are on the same floor that we are. When we jump down here and probably around the corner to our right somewhere, we'll find our last two people. So there's a good chance we're going to have to clean up at least 2, maybe 3 people. Nice kill. We do it with the AS Val that we picked up off a body earlier. You know, another example, man. I keep pulling out this stupid baby monitor, and you guys saw it just there. I pulled it out. That guy did not show up on it, and it really didn't do me any favors. Here we're going to make a play into the gas, try and see if this guy has anything worthwhile. Go out, again, walk with the gas, see if this guy jumps off the roof. Obviously, he lands perfectly right in front of us, and we clean it up for the win. If I was that guy, I was expecting him to parachute off and fly more into zone so that he would have a more dominant position. I really don't know why he jumped off like that. Maybe he assumed there was somebody below him, and he thought that I would shoot him out of the sky. You know, and that's it. That was a nice clean win. The ending kind of got a little bit, for me, hectic, just because, again, whenever I start pulling out that heartbeat monitor, you know that I'm a little like sketched out or a little worried or a little nervous. So that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping to do this a lot more often. I want to try and get 1 video out a week. Please feel free to give me any sort of feedback in the comments, and I will hopefully catch everybody soon. Peace.